this could produce a new tornado, right? In fact, I think I already start to see, you can see the new handoff right here, just to the north and west of Van Cleve. So we're going to watch this part of the storm as it moves up in this direction. And check this out. This is in St. Louis. Another live view of St. Louis right now. You can see the storm, the really powerful storm in the background there, and it looks really ominous. But likely what we're seeing there is just a lot of very heavy rain and large hail falling in that general vicinity there. There's a hail downdraft that's
just
probably causing some big time problems. We just got a new considerable severe thunderstorm warning. And here we go. Yeah, this is for that big one that just came out of Viburnum. And it's moving up into Jefferson, St. Francis, and Washington counties in Missouri. This is going to be dropping golf ball size hail.
All right, hold on.
Golf ball size hail.
Oh my gosh.
As it approaches places like Potosi, Val's Mines, and Somerset.
Is it open yet?
And Bon Terre. Okay, so you guys have got to get in shelter. We've got 60-mile-per-hour golf balls flying around with this thing. And I wouldn't be surprised if we actually saw larger hail than that. You see how we're starting to see the blacks pop up here on the reflectivity? This is a very tall storm, and on a day like today, where we've got some very cool air aloft, this is the exact kind of storm that is going to eventually be capable of producing monster hail. We're talking about tennis ball size, maybe even baseball size hail. And man, that storm just keeps looking really intense there on our traffic camera here. This is a live look once again from St. Louis, checking out this big time storm that's moving through the southeast side of town. Jared, do you know if this is specifically the one that's southeast of St. Louis, or is this closer to the west side? Because now St. Louis is getting completely surrounded. I don't know if you are aware. We need to be. I can suggest cameras your way. We need to be able to do it the opposite way as well, so I can see exactly what's going on. But yeah, this is. If I'm not mistaken, this is the one. Yeah, so this is the Belleville storm. What we're looking at, the big dark column that you see there, is the town of Belleville right now. You guys are under that. And likely receiving some very heavy rain and some large hail right now. So I think to like an amateur, like just looking at this for the first time, you might think that's a giant tornado or something. That's not what it is. It's just a bunch of rain and hail coming out of the storm there.
What is that work, George?
Quiet over there.
All right, so yeah, zooming out a little bit here, you can see all of the storms around St. Louis. So this is the one that we're looking at there on the traffic camera. This is the one that's now got a considerable severe thunderstorm warning on it for golf ball size hail. And these are the storms that will likely probably impact actual downtown St. Louis. There's no warnings on them yet, but they are coming. Don't you worry. So yeah, let's go back to our tornado warning. Get an update on this. There's just 6 minutes left on this. But man, they're going to have to issue another one. Because look what's happening here. We had our original tornado. It clued up into the supercell. It's gone. All right. But now we got a new hook forming right here. And you can actually see it on velocity now. A new area of rotation is forming over here. So we'll probably need a new tornado warning at some point for areas just north of Van Cleve. And there it is. Boom. National Weather Service has issued a tornado warning for Jackson County, Mississippi once again, but this is now for the new area of rotation that is forming here. This thing already produced a tornado. We saw it do damage on radar, and then that tornado kind of included, and now we've got a new tornado forming here just to the north and west of Van Cleve, right over Highway 57, in some of the same areas that I was just calling out just a few moments ago. Chandra, let's keep the chasers in 1 through 3. Go ahead and put Storm Runner Media in 2. Just swap them there, and I'll pull it up. So yeah, this is a lot. This is what's happening right now, just to the northwest of Van Cleve, and then that's going to eventually move up towards Wade, Old Americus, and Three Rivers. Okay, this is a live view right now from West Plains, Missouri. And we've got an update from Elijah. Go ahead, Elijah. tornado on the ground. It seems over here in just to the north and west of Van Cleve. So we're going to likely see another upgrade to our warning here before too long. This is really close to Mickey's Concrete. All right, Mickey's Concrete. And then that's going to be moving on up towards Veterans Pro Services, Blueberry Heaven, Little Creek. If you know where the Wallace Small Engine Repair is, you know about where the path of this storm is going to take us to here. So once again, we got a storm chaser out here in West Plains, Missouri, giving us another look at a really good storm that's forming up here in Missouri. Once again, we're talking a lot about Mississippi right now because we've got these storms happening and the tornado warnings and stuff. But our biggest, storms today are likely going to be happening in Missouri, like not in Mississippi. In fact, this one that Storm Runner Media is on here, also Chandra, Bryce Shelton, Connor Croft, and Ryan Scholl are all also on this storm. So we can probably go ahead and start populating all three of our top ones with storm chasers. But this one's likely going to become a bigger deal as time goes on. So this is going to be a really strong storm that's going to be capable of producing a tornado as it approaches Mountain View and Birch Tree. Now, if it's not a tornado, then definitely very large hail. There's a reason why all these storm chasers are out here. Look, we've got Jordan Hall right here, CJ over here, Nick over here. So the reason they're all out here is because they are, there's enough reason to believe that this might be the storm of the day. So we really need to make sure that everybody is prepared for this as it comes up into southeastern portions of Missouri. All right, upgraded tornado warning. As expected, we knew about this. We knew it was coming. Law enforcement confirmed tornado. Elijah just told us about this. Now we've got the official word out there from the National Weather Service talking about this being on the ground again. We know that this already produced a tornado. Now it's doing it again right over Highway 57, north and west